lovelies, welcome to Cancer with a Smile. Today I'm going to tell you all about my top tips for getting through chemo. As a lot of you will know from watching my channel, last year I went to treatment for breast cancer. So I had 4 rounds of chemotherapy and it was hard going, it was really tough. So today I'm going to give you my top tips of how to get through chemo. So one of the first really hard side effects of chemotherapy is the way it affects your mouth. A lot of people suffer really badly from having a dry mouth while they're going through chemotherapy, and it was something that I really struggled with. It was actually one of the most horrible side effects of going through chemo. So my top tips for getting through chemo mouth are: number 1, everything tastes disgusting. It gives you this kind of metally taste in your mouth, so you need to try and cover up that taste. So water tastes horrible. Something I found that I really like during chemo, which I don't normally like, is fizzy water. For some reason, the kind of fizziness in the water makes it much easier to drink. So definitely try and drink fizzy water. Even add a little bit of cordial to it if you like, and that gives it a little bit more of a flavour. Other things that are really good for your mouth are pineapple. Pineapple is a natural cleanser, so it helps clean out your mouth when it's feeling really gross. You can either drink fresh pineapple juice or eat fresh pineapple. I also really liked to eat frozen pineapple because the frozen pineapple just cools down your mouth and makes it feel really nice and cleanses it at the same time. It needs to be fresh pineapple though if you're going to eat it, not the tin stuff. It doesn't have the same effect. Another thing that's really good for your mouth is any other kind of frozen fruits. I really like little bits of frozen mango. I used to suck on them, and the kind of coolness and the wateriness of it is really good for refreshing your mouth. If you're trying to cover up horrible flavours, I ate a lot of mints when I was going through chemotherapy because they just take away that kind of metally taste that you get in your mouth. If you find that your mouth is particularly bad, which I found my first time I had my chemotherapy, you can actually get a synthetic saliva spray. And this is a spray that you spray in your mouth, and it just moistens your mouth and helps it feel a lot better. It sounds a bit weird, but actually I found in my first chemotherapy I really liked it and I really got used to using it, and it was fantastic. Any other kind of hard boiled sweets like mints, or if you don't like a mint flavour, you can maybe get something like a fruity kind of flavour, are really good. I used to keep them in my bag as well for eating if my mouth was feeling really disgusting. The next thing that's fantastic for your mouth is oil pulling. Now, oil pulling is hard and it feels really gross at first, but you do get used to it. And I got in the way of oil pulling all the way through my chemotherapy. I did it every day, and I found my 2nd, 3rd and 4th chemotherapy, my mouth was in such better condition because I was oil pulling every day. It takes out all the toxins and it moisturises your mouth. I'm going to do another video soon all about oil pulling, so you can have a look at that. Tip number 2 is try and get outside for a little bit of exercise and a little bit of fresh air every day. If you're having problems sleeping, this really helps to set your body clock, help your body know that it's daytime and when it's night time. The fresh air will also help you sleep. Getting a little bit of exercise gets your body moving, the blood rushing around your body a little bit more, even if you're doing something super gentle, if you're feeling really down and really like you're struggling. Tip number 3, things to help you when you're finding you can't sleep. Now this is a big problem I had during chemo. I really struggled with my sleep. My first chemo I had terrible insomnia, and then the other few chemos I struggled with the steroids, which kind of make you hyper and it's hard to sleep. So my tips for trying to get a better night's sleep are: don't use your phone just before going to bed, and don't use a computer just before going to bed because it makes you really wired and then you really struggle to sleep. You know, do calming things, have a bath before bed, read a book before bed, something that's going to help you wind down, and try not to snooze too much in the late afternoon because this will affect you sleeping at night. But if you're feeling like you can't get through the day without a snooze, take one kind of about lunchtime and that will really help you get through the day. If you are really struggling to sleep, you find you're up through the night, do things that don't make your brain get too crazy. So don't put on the telly and don't sit on your laptop or your phone. Find kind of restful things to do. So you could read a book, you could listen to an audio book, you could listen to some sort of meditation type thing on YouTube. It will be really good, and they just calm you down and help you feel restful. Even if you're not sleeping, lying with your eyes closed doing something when you're not moving actually helps your body rest and get better. Even though it's not quite as good as sleep, it's a lot better than being active and have your mind twirling round. Number 4, sickness. Sickness is something a lot of people really struggle with chemo. The medication's getting better for sickness, so it's not as big an issue for as many as people, but it's still something that's really tough, and I struggled feeling sick. I wasn't actually physically sick very often, but I did feel nauseous. So good things to help you get through sickness are ginger. Ginger is a natural suppressant of sickness, so it helps stop you feeling sick. So you can eat things like ginger nuts. I drank a lot of ginger and lemon tea that helped with my sickness. Also make sure you've spoken to your doctors about sickness medication. There's lots of different tablets that you can take that'll help with your sickness, and sometimes it takes a little while to work out which one's the best for you. Another thing I found that really helped was eating small amounts. Believe it or not, when you're feeling sick, often if you eat a little bit, it will make you feel a bit better, so it's definitely worth trying a little bit of food every now and again. Number 5, get lots of help. The only way you're going to get through chemotherapy is by having the people around you help you. You cannot do this on your own, you need people to help you. So let people come and ask people for help. If you're on your own, you're still going to need help with things. You're going to need people to help you look after your house. You're going to need people to cook your meals, because there's going to be days you're not going to feel like this. So make sure you enlist lots of people to help you. If you've got kids, you're going to need that even more. So make sure you've got people in place who can be there. Let your friends help you, because believe it or not, people want to help you. When you're not feeling good and they really feel for you, they feel better when they can do something to help. So make sure you accept that help from people. Let them walk your dog, let them look after your kids, and let them do your ironing, because they will actually feel really good for being there for you. Okay, number 6, make meals in advance. Now, this might be tricky if you're going through a lot of treatment, but it's even something you can get your partner to do for you, or you can get your family to do for you. Have your freezer full of lots of great meals that are going to be easy for you to bung in the oven. So when you're feeling really down and you're not feeling like making meals and cutting up vegetables, you've got something wholesome that's good for you. It's very easy during chemotherapy to get into the bad habit of eating quick, fast, unhealthy food, which is not going to help your body recover. So get organised, get that freezer stocked, and get your friends and family enlisted to get things made. Okay, number 7, tips to help with hair loss. Hair loss is a huge part of going through chemotherapy, and it's the part that a lot of people really struggle with, and I myself found it a hard thing. For me, the best way to get through the hair loss was, as soon as my hair started shedding, I shaved it right off so I didn't have to watch it fall out. But that's not for everybody. Some people might want to cold cap, some people might want to make the most of what's left. It's entirely up to you. But my tips for hair loss are, get yourself some scarves and get yourself some nice little beanie hats. You might have a wig too. A lot of people like to wear a wig, but a wig's not going to be comfortable all the time, and when you're in the house you're probably not going to want to wear your wig because they can be a bit itchy and they make you awful warm. Number 8, your skin. You're going to find that chemo most likely dries your skin out. A lot of people get dry skin. Other people also get acne during chemo because your body's run down and it doesn't know what's going on with all these chemicals in it. So you need to make sure you look after your skin. Make sure you're washing it every night, or you're cleansing it, however you like to keep your skin clean, and use a really good moisturiser. Okay, number 9, your nails. Chemotherapy is not good for your nails, and a lot of different types of chemo will actually make your nails lift out the nail bed. Chemo attacks any cells that are multiplying, so that's why your hair comes out, so anything that's still growing in your body is going to affect, and that's why it affects your nails. Something that I did part of my chemotherapy was I was part of a trial where they were asking us to put an oil on our nails every day, actually twice a day. So throughout my chemotherapy I used a cuticle oil, I rubbed it on my nails twice a day. I just did it as part of my routine when I was getting ready, so I would put it on in the morning and I would put it on at night. And some of my nails did lift a little bit, but they were a lot better than other people who are going through the same chemotherapy, so I definitely recommend using a cuticle oil. Number 10, my last tip. I would say make sure you plan some treats for yourself. What feels so hard about chemotherapy is it is long and you feel like nothing good's happening because you feel so down and you feel so rubbish all the time. But if you can work out the way your kind of cycle works with chemotherapy, a lot of people will have a chemo every 3 weeks. So they find the first week after chemo is really tough. Week 2 you're starting to feel a little bit better, and by week 3 you're almost back to yourself. So in week 3, plan something really fun to do so you've got things to look forward to, and it will really help you get through your chemotherapy. It's almost like a treat to reward you for going through each round. So thanks for watching, guys. They're my top tips. If you would like to see more, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys as part of it, and I really appreciate all your support. Also, I am on Instagram where I blog every day if you pop over to Cancer with a Smile on Instagram, and I have a blog which is just www.cancerwithasmile.com. Thanks for watching, lovelies. Bye!